Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is another exploring video and we are going back into the realms of the coal mining industry. So I am going to the Big Pit Colliery, which has been an iconic landmark in Welsh history. So join me on this one because it's going to be a good one. Right, I'm on my way now to get my bus into Newport. So it is in Blaenavon again, so it'll just be the second trip of the year to Blaenavon. But now, while I'm on my way to the bus stop, let's go through a little bit of the history of the Big Pit.
Industry in South Wales was booming. By the mid-1800s, collieries were opening across the country. South Wales became a massive part in British industry, and it is suggested that coal from South Wales is the best in the world. This caused an export boom in the ports of Cardiff, Swansea, Newport, Barry and Llanelli. It was discovered the best coal deposit were underneath Merthyr and Blaenavon.
Right, I'm on the bus now to...
The next stop is Blaenavon Boating Lake.
Blaenavon, so... yeah. This is halfway in the journey. A bit bored because my original bus was late, so yeah, it's been fun so far. But we're halfway there, that's the main thing. Hello from Blaenavon. You can see it's this familiar place, which is the ironworks, the balancing tower behind me. But this is obviously the bit that I got off the bus to last time, and now we're heading through Gilchrist Thomas Business Park just to get to the Big Pit. So join me on this one. So here we are, the Big Pit. Let's get into it, because it's coming up to 12, so I should get my tour ticket soon. So I'm in, look at that. I gotta do like a waiver now because I'm going underground, so I think that is the waiting room for the tour, and these are the old Blaenavon railway stuff, so let's do it. I think this is pretty cool, like an underground map showing the South Wales coalfields. So you got the Windsor Colliery, Llanbrada. There's the Windsor in Abtredu. You got Llanbrada Colliery, Bed's Colliery in my area. Then you got to Penalta, Deep Nav, Bargoed, Brister, Waterloo, and we're here at Blaenavon, which got the Big Pit. So let's go upstairs and have a look at this tour. So let's go. God, this is going to be something to see. So I'm in front of the winding wheel. It's disappointing you can't film underground, but it's for obvious reasons that it is still a working coal mine, they said to us, and like batteries are considered like contraband to them, so there's things you can do, there's things you can't do. But I'm going to show you all this surface area though as part of this little exploration, because it is important to see stuff like this. So let's have a little wander around. You can see we're coming up by here, which has got some old equipment, like an old wheel apart from the mine, probably a miniature version of that, I'm guessing, maybe. These are all locomotives, or actually these are surface equipment, I'm guessing, for drilling. But that is pretty cool. Got the evil identity of the National Coal Board. So, don't know what that is. Guessing like a mini train for workers maybe this is, so we're gonna have a little look in there next, but in the meantime, this is a little bit more about the history of the Big Pit. So this is the old workshop, so this is probably where they could have like made the equipment to. So let's just have a look in here. I think it's a little exhibition. Oh yeah, this is where they made all the mining equipment. Like you've got the drills by here, little blast furnaces, like iron ore, an anvil. But look at this. This is something to see though. If you do get a chance to go to the Big Pit, I would. It's really incredible to come to. Not a lot of places which are working mines still in Wales, but this is showing you how the equipment is forged here in Blaenavon. Yeah, so that was the workshop, how things are made. You can see some of the machinery like I showed you earlier behind me. It's probably how they transported people and equipment. So we're going to have a look around here now. I don't think there's much around here apart from toilets, but we're going to see if there's anything else. This by here, if I zoom out, is the stockyard. So this is where all the stock used to go. You can see his old railway lines by there, where probably these big coal trucks took the coal down to the docks of Cardiff, Swansea, Newport, Barry and Llanelli. So we're just gonna walk down here, but there's still a lot to see. But you can see all the timbers there, and this is out the way where we came out, I'm guessing. No, this is totally different. But let's have a little wander up here and have a look. See all these miniature ones. And you've got this by here, which has got equipment there, more coal trucks. And straight ahead we're going to be looking in the sawmill now. And this is sawmill. Every coal mine had sawmills. As you can tell him, I think, in his documentary, that abandoned house next to the old colliery site is a sawmill. I think it was converted into a house, but obviously we're going to take a little walk around to this side and see in here to this part of the sawmill, which that is quite spectacular to see. I don't know what it is. That's Victorian engineering, you can see there. Obviously, as you can tell, that this is an industry full area, as you can guess from my Blaenavon Ironworks video. Obviously there's another ironworks that's been around by here called Forgeside. Up the mountain by here is a drift mine which is called Blaenavon Colliery, which is the reason why this place closed, which you'll probably find out more about later on in this little video. But yeah, this is definitely an industry that got screwed over by higher government, by Margaret Thatcher, by the NCB. Like the tour guide said, that it closed before the strike, so it never went through what it did, or what could have happened to it. But we're going to just carry on now, just having a look around. There's some equipment for you, I'm going to show you. I don't know if you can see it there, but the wheel is working. And that building by there where I'm pointing to is the winding house, so we're just going to have a quick little look at that if we can. So there's some more old mining equipment by here. A couple of exhibitions to go to. You can see this is the winding house in there, where that wheel is being controlled up there. Let's carry on walking and having a look around. So we're going up there to the King Coal mining experience and the Pithead Bath, so let's have a look.
Now, this is the mechanical moor we were telling you Sorry, did he give you a turn, missus? Well, imagine that, knocking on your coal shed door. Now, as big as it may be, this...
Got out with the exhibition by here. Looks like a bunker, to be honest, cut into a mountain or a drift mine. But we're going up to the bathhouses now. As you can see behind me, I'm at the top. You can see the big wheel. But if you can see on the mountain by here, all is black. That is the coal slag. The waste that weren't good enough to be burnt or used in homes, ships. They just put them there because it was just rubbish. But also you can see behind me as well. Is it pointing the right way? Yep, that way. That's Blaenavon Ironworks. So you can see the industry is still here with these big factories they have on the forge side. It's not completely dead, I would say, industry in Wales. So now I'm walking up to the bathhouses. Have a little look around, bits of looking around there by here. And then we're going to head to the gift shop and probably call it a day. It's been fun. Seems I can film certain things. I still try and make something for you guys. But after that, actually, I might actually go to the train station because that's another heritage thing you might need to see. Before we have a look at the bathhouses, this is a little bit of the history of the downfall of the coal mining industry in Wales and the closure of the Big Pit.
The Blaenavon Company for nearly 50 years has solely produced iron, but with the high demand of coal from South Wales, the Blaenavon Company opened the Big Pit in 1880, with the company moving away from iron production to coal production. In its peak year of 1923, the colliery employed 1,399 men who were producing house and steam coal, with more than 250 tons of coal being brought up. During the Second World War, the Canadian Army sent skilled men to begin surface extraction of coal in November 1941.
So we're going to have a look at the bathhouses now. Some old mining equipment from the 70s, but this is the view. This is just incredible, I'm not going to lie. There's a couple of things I want to show you about here as well. But these were built in the 1960s. Oh, sorry, the 1940s. Just of disease. But by here, I think this is more modern building. Some equipment by here as well. I'd like to see. I wonder, is this an old original mining wheel? So this is the water-powered winding wheel. So this is one of the first ever. Close to it. See, that's where it looks like inside. Obviously, you can feel that. But that's where they used to store the explosives, which is kind of cool as well. And you got all the old equipment left by you. So I'm in the bathhouse, so let's have a look at this. This is the boot greasing. This is probably where they have to clean their boots. It does say right here, and it is. It shows you imagery of cleaning their boots or just sitting down on it. But see, built in the 1930s, this was during the war, where they would put their feet, say, under here to wash their boots, this is, before they go into the bathhouses, get all the excess coal dust off their shoes. So, got your sinks, you can wash your hands. Bit obvious that is. Down here, we've got a locker rooms where all the miners used to store their clothing. Very high up as well, some of these lockers. gonna be the short person who gets that. Oh, look, see they numbered them, so they all know where to get their own stuff. Then you got each man is responsible for the cleanliness of their own locker, so a bit assertive. I'm gonna cut through here into the bathhouse now, and there we are. The bathhouse is very small little showers. They put here for the miners to use, but it helped with hygiene. They did. There's some old mining lamps and equipment in this little bit of the exhibition. What they used to take down to the mines. So a national coal board or a modern day style outfit. The old lamps, equipment, clamps, helmets, pick and shovels. And that's what they used to wear in the Victorian era down there. Just a die cap with a lamp sewn onto it. But this is all the old Victorian equipment they used to use. Tobacco tins. Heavy smokers then. I don't think it was a great idea to smoke while working down a colliery. It really isn't. But again, we're back at the lamps. This is when health and safety laws got better and they actually made them wear steel helmets so they had lights attached to it. Again, the equipment is not the best, the way they used to dress. What I'm going to show you now is basically the famous disasters. We're going to start first with Blaenavon, which is not physically a actual mining disaster. It was a coal slide, coal slag fell onto my road, which is a part of the village of Blaenavon, killed hundreds of children. 116 children, it says there, when it just tipped on the hill, it hit a school, plant glass. Then we got, more closer to home to me, is the St. Kennis mining disaster. And all the stuff you see is the artefacts from the 1913, the worst mining disaster in Britain, which is, again, like I say, closer to home to me. And then we have got the Tyneworth disaster, and the equipment. And this is all the mining rescue equipment you can see, heavily dressed, safety supplies, gas masks. Obviously that's probably helping them breathe. This image by here actually is from St. Kennis. You might see it in the documentary. I will be linking the documentary down below so you can understand what happened in St. Kennis. So yeah, that was the bathhouses. This is obviously where they showered, etc, etc. So now I'm going to probably get to the tweet, go into the gift shop and round this video off somewhere. I'm actually going to show you that train on the entrance. You probably saw it start the video, so let's go there next.
Following the Second World War, Big Pit was taken over by the National Coal Board, a government body set up after the coal mining was nationalised. In 1970, the workforce was declining and it employed 494 miners, with most of them working in the gas scene. By 1973, the NCB proposed that a drift mine should open to replace the Big Pit. In 1980, the NCB closed Big Pit, with 250 miners losing their jobs. In 1983, the Big Pit reopened as a tourist attraction and now is looked after by the National Museum of Wales. In 2000, along with Blaenavon Ironworks, it was named a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
And this is the last thing I wanted to show you, the Blaenavon Nora 5 train. It's quite something spectacular, this one is. A very old fashioned train. There's another one around here as well. Looks a bit older, this one, but this is, again, this used to be on the line, probably the transported coal all the way down to the coast into Cardiff. Get through here, so you can see by here. And behind me now is the old Blaenavon railway line, where it ends here. I think it goes all the way to Abertillery and then cuts off into Brecon, I think, if I'm correct. But this is where I'm going to end the video. thank you for watching today's video, guys. I do apologise I couldn't film underground, but for obvious reasons, it is still classed as a working coal mine, and anything with a light battery cannot be used down it. But I do appreciate you for watching today's video. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more, subscribe to the channel, because there's a lot more coming up exploring wise. I'm probably going to do a hiking video next. I haven't done one in over a year, actually. So I'll see you then, and have a good day.